Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for watching GTV here on excuse me, DP24 GTV. Thank you very much for watching. And of course, this is your one and only Dirbo speaking. Of course, this 1st September 2020. Assalamualaikum to all of our dear Muslims. And of course, we're on the Easy Filipino, whereas we could discuss more on the most commonly used Filipino words, phrases, and local language variants. And we have a segment called Alamin Natin, where we share most of the Filipino culture and tradition. Of course, without further ado, let's begin with this topic. And so, abacada alphabet, so-called the indigenized Latin alphabet, which is hereby adapted for the Filipino national language, and besides, it's the Tagalog-based. Hence, with these 20 letters was introduced way back that time where the grammar book has been developed by Sir Lope K. Santos. Hence, he was a Filipino Tagalog language writer, also a former senator of the Philippines. He's best well known for his 1906 socialist novel Naag at Sikat, also to his contribution that led to the development of the Filipino grammar and Tagalog orthography. But what could it be, the abacada versus our English counterpart? Of course, if we're going to pronounce something that would be meant for the Tagalog-based, of course, it's pronounced with an A at the end. Let me say this one. A, ba, ka, da, e, ga, ha, i, la, ma, na, nang, o, pa, ra, sa, ta, o, y, ya. If you have noticed this one, the vowel sounding could be more like of a, e, I, o, u, in which there's no a at the end. Only the consonants could have the a at the end. Of course, the Old Tagalog has been written using the Baybayin script. This. Hence, if we're going to adopt the abacada equivalent, of course, we have to be very careful on writing those Baybayin script, in which it is a basis for the Abacada alphabet. Of course, the Abacada has been replaced in 1976 with an expanded alphabet, and of course, all languages of the Philippines could be written using the modern Filipino alphabet. Of course, 26 plus 2, whereas the additional alphabet could be more of Enye and NG. Of course, if you're going to type Enye on most computer, I would recommend you to have some sort of numeric keypad like this if you're using the laptop, or the built-in the alphanumeric keyboard. Just make sure the num lock is on before you press the Alt plus 164. Whereas 164 has to be typewritten on the numeric keypad, and you cannot be typewritten on the laptop using the alphanumeric keys. And of course, we're going to the next segment. Alamin natin. Of course, last week's alamin natin is the mano po, or kissing the elder's hand. And we're going to share with you the folk dance, which is also called Maglalatik. It consists of an indigenous dance with the coconut shell halves that are secured into dancers' hands and on vest. And of course, they have to perform by hitting one of the coconut shell with another, sometimes with the hands, sometimes with the body, or the shells worn by another performer, based on its drum beat. Yes, of course, it originates from the latik maker, or the latik in which it is a coconut-based product or ingredient that is used in Filipino way of cooking. And of course, to sum this up, Abacada has been developed way back the 1940s, or way longer before 1940, and it's also a basis for the Baybayin script. whereas the modern alphabet serve by use for the writing and even the typography into the modern equipment. And of course, that ends the Easy Filipino, and next program at 8 p.m. or 2000 hour is the Better Together live from the PICC. Please stay tuned only here on DP24 GTV. Good night, everyone. Sweet dreams. And of course, don't forget to be safe, be well, stay sane, and you are loved.